Hello everybody, this is Hybrid, and today I'll be reviewing Ultimate Spider-Man, or Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, All New Spider-Man, whatever, number 13. So this is part of the whole Divided We Fall storyline, and let's get to it. Alright, so we start off at the Triskelion, the headquarters of S.H.I.E.L.D., and basically we have Captain America and Tony Stark, and they're talking about the new Spider-Man, Miles Morales. And obviously Captain America, he's been gone for a while, so he doesn't know that there actually is a new Spider-Man. And obviously he doesn't approve of him either, as he thinks that he's too young, being 13, and he doesn't think that it's really right, especially with the whole thing that happened with Peter Parker being kind of recent. And then also we see, basically he's like, I kind of want to meet this kid and talk to him maybe. But turns out right now he is being blamed for a murder, the murder of Uncle Aaron, we'll find out. And so Steve Rogers decides that, he's going to go talk to him now. So we get to Miles' house, and his dad comes in, and they, basically says Uncle Aaron's dead. So they have a talk for a while about, Uncle Aaron, and they both agree on the fact that he is kind of a mean person. And it really hurts Miles because he doesn't know if he's intentionally and like the reason for his death or if it was an accidental kind of thing. But yeah, so we have Genk, and he's trying to talk to Miles. Miles doesn't really want to talk about it. And we see front page Daily Bugle, Spider-Man murderer, with the question mark. So this is odd, especially, Genk makes a good point. With all the stuff that's happening in DC and the country's like kind of falling apart and whatnot, it makes no sense that this would be the headline. So there's that. And then we go to Brooklyn Visions Academy, and Genk and Miles are talking, and then we have Judge appear, and he's like, "Sup, guys?" But they're just kind of like, we're having a private conversation right now. If you could just kind of leave us alone, that'd be great. So, Judge kind of gets offended, and he leaves, but we get a phone call from a mysterious person, and they're basically calling to meet up with Miles. So Miles gets the address, writes it on his hand, and he's walking towards that place. But I guess the area is like quarantined or whatnot, so he gets sent back by some military police or military officers. I don't know which ones they were, but that doesn't stop Miles, obviously, and he puts on the Spider-Man suit and goes for it. He runs into a crime in progress, though, which, of course, the person that has to be it's but Batroc the Leaper. And so Miles fights his goons, takes them out pretty easily, and then fights him. I'm actually kind of surprised Miles didn't use the Venom Sting at all, but in a way I could see why he wouldn't, because in a way that he might feel that that's kind of responsible for Uncle Aaron's death, and he doesn't want to kill any more people accidentally or on purpose. So that being said, they fight for a while, and Miles defeats him. And I gotta say though, Miles, the way he defeats them is they all get into this cop car, presumably to drive off, but Miles, before they can do that, lifts up the car and throws it, which does display his super strength. After that, the cops, they have their guns pointed at Miles because technically I guess he is wanted for murder, and they're like, put your hands up and don't talk, stuff like that. You have the right to remain silent. They don't read the whole Miranda rights though, but they do say that part. And I just gotta say though, why are the cops being so mean to Miles? It really makes no sense. First off, I feel like he was saving people, and people, like the public, saw him saving people. Also, with that being said, it's not like Uncle Aaron was a good person, and I'm pretty sure he was known for being a thief and not a good guy. So I'm trying to figure out why the cops are acting like he possibly murdered some like important politician or something. Basically, that's just kind of what I'm thinking. But we have Captain America in the last panel of the page, just kind of looking, seeing Miles run off or jump off, leap off, whatever. And Miles goes to his warehouse. He starts talking to a few these two people. Doesn't know who they are though. Turns out it's Aunt May and Gwen Stacy, and they talk for a while. And it seems like Aunt May is about to hand Miles Peter's web shooters, but Captain America at the last minute says, "I don't think this young man should be Spider-Man anymore." Obviously, that's not gonna be the end of Miles as Spider-Man, and I'm pretty sure that Aunt May is gonna end up pretty much being, you know what, if you don't think he should be Spider-Man because he's too young and inexperienced, why don't you actually do what you're supposed to do with Peter and train him? And I feel like, that's probably what's going to end up happening because we see cover for the next issue at least, Miles, and we also see Captain America kind of next to each other, presumably to enter a fight and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to the next issue, and I guess I will kind of review this one now. Alright, so for art I give it a 4, for plot 4, writing 5, characters 5, and enjoyment 9. Basically for art, I do enjoy the art. They have a different artist, I can't remember his name right now. Different artist from before, it's not Sara Pichelli. The thing is though, I feel that, Miles' head gets made very round for some reason when he puts the Spider-Man mask, which is kind of odd. And also I feel, obviously they showed he's a very strong character, being able to lift a car and throw it. So why don't they start giving Miles some muscles? Like, I don't know why, maybe it's because he's considered young and whatnot, but they really should start giving him at least some muscle to show that, maybe this kid's strong at all. Because with how they have it right now, he looks like he couldn't, lift a car at all. Maybe just like do a pull-up or something. And that's one thing I did like about the original Ultimate Spider-Man comics is that even though they made Peter Parker slim and compact, they still made it look like he had muscle. Like, it was there. Obviously, it wasn't all, like Thor-like where it's all like blown crazy and super bulky. It was compact and you could still tell he was a strong character. So that's where I'm getting at with that. Plot though, I am enjoying the plot. I didn't feel that this really connected with the whole Divided We Fall thing, besides the beginning really, and that's about it really. Besides the beginning, there's really no connection to Divided We Fall. And also, for writing, I did enjoy it. Bendis does a great job with the writing. You can really see like it's to a point now where when Miles is thinking or talking, you kind of have his own you have like your own voice for him. Like you can really feel for the character, and I really do enjoy that. Like that's really great writing when you can do that. Characters, all the characters I thought were pretty faithful to their characters. I didn't think that any of the characters really went off at all, character-wise, and I thought everybody was pretty solid. Which brings me to my enjoyment of the issue. I really did enjoy the issue. I kind of expected more though, at least more with Captain America, or at least I kind of was hoping Captain America would maybe take Miles under, kind of his wing, mentor him a little bit from the cover at least, but obviously that didn't happen. Maybe later on it'll happen, but the cover is kind of misleading. But overall, I did enjoy the issue a lot. Overall, 90%. So I recommend you buy it, and this is Hybrid. Please subscribe, comment, and like, and see you later.